Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jasmine and you're watching Jazz'n It Up. In today's video I have for you guys is another playing with makeup video. If you guys have not seen on my channel, I have an entire playlist that I will link in the iCards. But basically I pick a specific brand and I grab all of the makeup that I have from that specific brand. Today being Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I just play with makeup. A lot of people do full face of a certain brand and they go out and they buy new products, but I wanted to just do a little series on my channel where I don't have to go out and purchase makeup and I can enjoy the items that I have in my collection. So Anastasia Beverly Hills, I had 5 of her items. I used eyeshadow palettes, a bronzer, a highlight, I had a liquid lipstick, and I also had the foundation. And if you guys are interested in seeing how I created this look, then let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, I figured that we would start up close and personal. I already primed my eyelids and did my eyebrows, as you guys can see. I just used a LA Colors eyebrow pomade, and this is the Browy Wowie, and I have mine in the shade dark brown. And I just used a concealer to prime my eyelids. So the Anastasia palette that I decided to go ahead and use is my Subculture. I feel like I don't give this palette enough love. I feel like people in general don't give this palette enough love. And this is what she looks like. If you guys have never seen it before, I feel like it goes great with the shirt that I'm wearing today. Let me go ahead and show you guys. So here is what my shirt looks like. This is the Coco. It's like a vinyl with the Remember Me song. I feel like it is super cute, and I just feel like these shades just match perfectly with this shirt, and I feel like this palette goes very well with it. The other Anastasia eyeshadow palettes that I have is the the Riviera palette. Wow, I don't know why that took me so long. This one is perfect for the summertime. I love the colorful shades in here. It is absolutely stunning. It is perfect for the summertime. Like I said, I love this palette so much. And my first Anastasia palette that I ever owned was the Modern Renaissance, and these are the only 3 that I own in my collection. So if you guys haven't seen the tried and true Modern Renaissance, this is perfect for the fall time. I absolutely love these neutral shades, and like I said, I'm going in with the Subculture today, so I'm going to go ahead and put those 2 palettes aside, but let's go ahead and get some eyeshadow on our eyes. So I don't really know what kind of look I'm going for. I'm just kind of going with it. I feel like I want to do a halo because I haven't done one of those in a while, so I'm going to go ahead and go in with this green shade. It is in Destiny. It's like a green brownish gray tone shade, and I have this a fluffy brush here from AOA. This is the E127, and I'm going to lightly dip in here and blend this into my crease. Everyone knows how dusty and powdery this palette gets. I'm kind of already used to it. A lot of my palettes have like that kind of fallout, so it doesn't really bother me. And I'm just gonna blend this in the crease. I guess we're going for a darker look today. I really had no idea. I just knew I wanted to use a Subculture because I haven't used it in such a long time, and I feel like it matched perfectly with my shirt. It kind of got me a little excited, maybe a little too excited, but whatever. So I feel like this is good for the crease, and I'll add more color when we blend out the inner and the outer part of it. But let's see, let me use this brush. This one is from Urban Decay. This one came in my Naked 3 palette, so I'm going to be using this one and dipping into one of these darker shades. I have like this dark blue one and like this dark green one. I think I'm gonna go in with Axis. A-X-I-S. Axis. That's like a math term, right? I'm pretty sure it is. And I'm just going to take this shade and start in the outer V, and then I'll start in the inner corner as well. And now I'm just taking the brush that I used to put my crease shade and just blending out the edges because I don't want any harsh edges. But the ultimate question is, what shade am I going to use for right there in the smack middle? And I have been doing these playing with makeups. I think I have 4 on my channel so far. You guys can check the iCard. I'll have the playlist. The latest one that I did was Wet n Wild, and I feel like the ones before that, they were all drugstore, so I felt like I needed to do a higher end one. That's what I decided to do. I definitely want to do a Too Faced and an Urban Decay one because I'm looking through my collection and I actually have quite a few items from both of those brands. So the ones that I usually gravitate towards is Too Faced and Urban Decay, and I love some Smashbox primers, and Too Faced eyeshadow palettes might be my favorite for higher end eyeshadow palette, so I have a lot of those as well. What is your guys' favorite high-end brand? People ask me that, especially when people find out that I'm into makeup, like, what do you recommend for this, or what's your favorite brand at the drugstore, or what would you recommend at Sephora or Ulta? Like, I can never tell them what my favorite brand is for high-end, like the high-end side, because I gravitate towards so many different brands. Like, I love Too Faced and Urban Decay, I love Anastasia, like I just love so many, like I just can't pick one. So if you guys have one, or like your top 3, comment them down below because I'm quite curious. All right, so I think we are good for the inner and the outer part. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get a base to fill in this inner part, and that way we can put a sparkly eyeshadow on it and it'll make it pop so much more. So let me go ahead and grab that. All right, so I just added a little bit of white base. It's from NYX. It's their Jumbo Eye Pencil. And the glittery eye shade that I decided to go in with was this one here. This is in the shade Electric, and the other shimmery shade in here is in Adorn. But I kind of wanted to go with like the green theme here. So I'm just going to use my finger and go in with Electric and apply that right in the center. And then I'll go back in with the other green and blend all of this together. If you guys have a favorite Anastasia Beverly Hills product, please leave it down below. I do want to try more of her items. I usually get most of her items from TJ Maxx. It kind of pains me to spend a full price on higher end makeup because I know eventually it might end up in TJ Maxx. So I bought most of these Anastasia items. Like I bought the Subculture, the Riviera, the bronzer that I'm going to be using later, and the foundation and the lipstick, all from TJ Maxx. The only one that I paid full price for, which probably I didn't even pay full price, it might have been 50% off, was the highlighter palette that I'm going in with, is the Moonchild one. But most of the time I get most of my high-end makeup at TJ Maxx because it's so affordable there. Alrighty, so that's what we're gonna do for the eyelid today, and I put the Electric all in the middle and I blended out again the Axis color. So let me go ahead and do the other eye, and I'm going to apply my liquid eyeliner and my mascara, and we'll go ahead and head into the base part. I feel like I look like a whole new person when I apply my liquid eyeliner. Like, I don't understand people who don't do wings. Like, I have to wear wings every single day. It's either wings or I'm not wearing any makeup. Like, I just don't get it. So I went ahead and applied my wings. I used this dingy LA Colors liquid eyeliner, and then I went ahead and my first coat with mascara, and this is the Essence I Heart Extreme Volume Mascara. I'm just trying this out for the first time today, and I hadn't realized how huge the wand was. Like, I was thrown off a little bit. Like, this guy is gigantic, and this is definitely not going to be able to get my bottom lashes. Like, this is just a upper lash kind of mascara because there's no way my teeny tiny lashes are going to be able to even go near this without getting it all underneath my under eye. Anyway, so this is the first time I'm testing this guy out. I will apply another coat later on, and I did apply a primer. I do not have an Anastasia primer. The one I'm testing out today, this is the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer. This is a 12-hour makeup grip. Alrighty, so the foundation, like I said, I picked this up at TJ Maxx. The foundation I'm using is the Anastasia's Beverly Hills. This is a stick foundation, and I have mine in the shade Tan. This is a little bit too dark for me. This works really well during the summer when I'm tan, but it doesn't wear as long during the summer, which is kind of why I like to do it in the winter time or like the springtime where it's not too hot. But this is the only shade that they had at TJ Maxx, and I really wanted to try it out. Yeah, it's a little dark for mama. So I'm going to mix it in with another foundation, but this is how I use it. I just apply it all over my cheeks, do a little stripe on my nose, a little stripe on my forehead, and an X on my chin. And now I'm going to go ahead and go in with another foundation. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. This one is a little bit light for me, so it makes a good shade match for me when I mix these two together. So I'm just going to dot this sucker everywhere. So now I'm going to go in with this sponge. This is an e.l.f. sponge. This is freaking fantastic. You can get this at the drugstore. This has lasted me for months, and this is so squishy, and when I wash this, it barely takes me any time. Like, the product comes right out. This sponge is awesome, and it hasn't even torn yet, and like I said, I've been using it for months. I've been using the Real Technique sponge, the orange ones, and I've also been using the Eco Tools ones, and those ones rip so so easy on me. So once I discovered this e.l.f. one, I haven't even purchased the Eco Tools or a Real Technique sponge because this one is cheaper and this one isn't ripping on me because I wash my makeup sponge every single day. And when I wash those ones every day, it rips and then there's makeup inside of it. Like when I cut it open, you can see all the makeup like in the middle. It's crazy. So this one I have been enjoying very, very much. The only thing with this foundation is that I can still see, I don't know if you guys can see, but I have a couple scars from pimples in the past and I do have some freckles peeking through underneath here. Those aren't covered yet. So maybe I'll go in with concealer and it'll cover it a little bit, or maybe I'll go in with another layer of foundation. I'm not quite sure. I know Anastasia has another foundation. They have like an actual liquid foundation and I've been wanting to try that one too. It's just that I'm hoping that it shows up at TJ Maxx one day. All right, I think I'm gonna go in with another layer of foundation. I'm just gonna go in with this Makeup Revolution one because it is lighter. I'll kind of use it as a concealer too, and maybe it'll cover a little bit on my cheek area. Alright, so it did cover a little bit more and it did brighten underneath. And I'm going to go ahead and set my face. Today I'm using the Milk Makeup face powder. So I'm going to go ahead and set my face real quick and then we'll go in with some bronzer. Alrighty, so I set my face with the Milk Makeup and I fixed my brows just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with some bronzer. This one I found at TJ Maxx. This is the powder bronzer and I have mine in the shade Cappuccino. Have never used this before. And just a warning, when you guys are at TJ Maxx, if you don't know, make sure you open up your makeup to make sure that it's A, not broken, and B, that no one's touched it. I literally went to TJ Maxx the other day and I opened up, I think it was a Laura Geller powder or a Laura Mercier powder was there and there was nothing in it. Like they were selling just a powder and there was nothing in it and I was like, what the heck? So anyway, make sure you do that if you didn't already know. And I'm going to be dipping into this bronzer here. And I'm just going to lightly touch it because I'm not sure how pigmented she is. And tap off some of the excess here and let's see. Yeah, she's pigmented. Ooh, child. I feel like it has like a reddish undertone. Wow. And I'm just blending this out with absolutely no product. You could probably use a little bit of face powder to help you blend that out just to get rid of that harshness. But she's very pigmented. This is the first time I'm using this bronzer. Alright, that's a lot better. And we'll put the Jewish curl back and let's go into the other side. So I'm just going to tap it once and then tap off some of the excess. So the day I'm filming this is a Saturday. What do you guys usually do on your typical Saturday? I'm very curious. Usually our family, we go out, but everyone had their own plans and my sister had to work today, so. But we like to go shopping on Saturdays together, or we'll watch a movie tonight. Maybe we'll watch a movie tonight. Sometimes we do that on Sunday night. Not quite sure. But what does your typical Saturday look like? All right, y'all. So this bronzer, very, very pigmented. Have to be very careful with this guy, but I very much enjoyed it. All right, so I have two of the Anastasia highlighter palettes. I have this one in Moonchild, and then I also have the Aurora palette. And I picked the Moonchild one because it has like these beautiful white shades here, and I also like this green one. This is in Lucky Clover. I feel like that would look really cool with like the green look we got going on. I feel like maybe I'll use that for my inner corner. That'll be really, really pretty. So I'm gonna just mix Blue Ice here and Pink Heart together and apply that on my cheekbones. So to set my face, I'm going in with this Ofra Makeup Fixer and I'm gonna drench my face, let it sit there for a little bit, and then I will take my sponge and like beat it in my face and then go in with highlight. And girl, it's gonna pop. You're gonna be seen from outer space. So let me go ahead and spray this. And on this packaging, it says light mist. If you guys get this, and granted, this one I have purchased years ago. I've had this for a few years now, and maybe they repackaged it, maybe they fixed the nozzle, but this is not a light mist. Like, she spits at you. So I'm going in with Blue Ice and Pink Heart, like I said before, and hitting the cheekbones. Alrighty, so now I'm just gonna take my sponge one more time and just press this in. I feel like it's coming on camera a lot more shiny than it is in my mirror, but maybe that's just a sign that I need to calm down with the highlighter. All right, so highlighter is done, and let's go ahead and do the inner corner. So like I said, I think I'm gonna go in with Lucky Clover here. It has like a green undertone to it, and put that in the inner corner. And it matches really well with the green teal. It's like a turquoisey maybe eyeshadow that we're going with today. And last but not least, the last Anastasia product that I have today is the liquid lipstick, and I have mine in the shade Catnip. Let me swatch this on my hand before I commit to this, because I really don't think this is gonna match the eye look. Oh honey, no, this isn't gonna go at all. I really don't think that's gonna match, but here's what she looks like if you guys are interested. Like I said, I got this at TJ Maxx and it is in the shade Catnip. I'm going to put this in my everyday makeup drawer because I really want to use this. It is so pretty. I think I've used this like once or twice and I really need to give some more love to that, so I think I'm just gonna go in with a nude. Alrighty y'all, and that is our full face playing with makeup with Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is what the look came out to be. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps other people find my channel and my videos faster. If you guys are not already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and click that red button down below. Right next to it, there's a little bell that you can click on to get notified when I upload my videos. I try to upload about once a week, so if you guys enjoy these playing with makeup, get ready with me's, or if you like empties, I also do everyday makeup drawers. And recently I have been ranking my makeup collection, so if that interests you, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And also listed down below, I always have my social media. I have Instagram and Snapchat that you guys can add me on. I hope you are all being safe and have a great day.